Tenía un hogar estable y lo perdí. Lo perdí todo. Todo, todo.
International humanitarian law, also known as the law of armed conflict, is a body of rules which during times of war and for humanitarian reasons seek to limit the means and methods of warfare. In short, it aims to limit and prevent human suffering, and it protects persons who are not or who are no longer participating in hostilities. And if it has one overall key message, it's that even wars have limits. International humanitarian law only applies in situations of armed conflict, and applies equally to all sides regardless of who started the conflict in the first instance. It does not cover internal tensions or disturbances or isolated acts of violence, and nor does it regulate whether a state may use force. Respect for international humanitarian law is important because it reduces the devastating effects of armed conflict. It saves lives, it prevents unnecessary human suffering, and it helps ensure respect for human dignity. It also helps preserve the fabric of society, which once damaged can have long-term implications in and between communities long after armed conflict has ceased. In situations of armed conflict, the Red Cross provides humanitarian assistance to those affected through a variety of means, including the provision of medical assistance, food, shelter and water. It also endeavours in advance of armed conflict to raise awareness of international humanitarian law in order to best promote its respect when armed conflict does occur. Furthermore, through the International Committee of the Red Cross, the founding body of the Red Cross Red Crescent movement, it endeavours to check and identify where violations of international humanitarian law occur, and it intervenes at the level of the local authority to raise awareness of such violations, and it also helps clarify and develop international humanitarian law when necessary.